And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the Karnataka government has scraped through their entire budget to ensure the 5 guarantees of the 5 freebies that they promised are delivered upon. They were patting themselves on the back for it, but now they have cash for nothing else. The reality is there is very little money for key ministerial departments, for salaries of those not protected by freebies are going unpaid. It is complete chaos. If this is not a freebie flop, then what is? Take a look and then we debate.
They came to power riding on freebies.
1-2 घंटे में कर्नाटक की नई सरकार की पहली कैबिनेट मीटिंग होगी। उस कैबिनेट मीटिंग में ये 5 हमारे जो वायदे हैं ये कानून बन जाएंगे। जो हम कहते हैं हम कर दिखाते हैं।
They now admit that the state coffers are running dry because of freebies.
ಬೇರೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮು ಭಾಳ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವು ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಪ ಭಾಳ ಆಸೆರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಮಾತು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ಮಾತು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಇಲಾಖೆಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬ ಶಾಸಕರು 10 ಕೋಟಿ 100 ಕೋಟಿ 200 ಕೋಟಿ 300 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ 300 ಕೋಟಿ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೊಸ್ದಾಗಿ ಗೆದ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಜನರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಟೂರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮಳೆಗಾಲ ಇದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಮಳೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಆ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ.
The 5 guarantees that Congress promised has cost the exchequer over 66,000 crore rupees. And as a result, Congress, while promising free food grains, has no money for irrigation department to help farmers who are distressed. They have announced free rides for women, but these rides have to be on pothole-riddled roads as there are no funds to repair them. They are giving free electricity while the water resources department is going dry.
He has told the correct position, financial position of the state. That's what we are telling. That there is no funds for the development of the state, and state will suffer at least 2 years without any development, and 2 years of non-development of any state will take the state 10 years back.
Has strategy to put freebies above development backfired? Let's debate.
And viewers, I have always been anti-freebie, and I believe that nothing is free, which is also my hashtag tonight. And Chandan Gowda, I begin with you. When DK Shivakumar says we can't give development this year, we don't have money for development. I can't give in irrigation. When there is no money given for establishing a human body organ transplant unit, when there is no money to develop Bellary into a hub of jeans industries, when there is no money to promote industry, to promote manufacturing, for water resources, you are giving subsidized electricity, but there is no money for electricity meters. I think it's time to admit that things are going horribly wrong. Professor Gowda, what do you think, sir?
Arnab, just to clarify the Deputy Chief Minister's comment, what he said was, we have no money to support large projects in individual MLA constituencies, so hold on for a year. But if you look at the budget allocations, Bangalore gets like 40,000 crores. And the entire budget for the 5 schemes is not 66,000 crores, but it's actually 50 or even 45. And which is like roughly 10% of the overall budget, Arnab. The overall budget is 3.27 lakh crore. So the welfare measures in themselves are not really bleeding anything. All that the Deputy CM said to clarify was, please hold on for a few months, for a year. We can't support individually requested large projects.
But I go back to the essential issue. The way I look at it, Professor Gowda, is that, and I would like Madhu Rao to come in, the way I look at it is that the freebies have taken away a significant part of the state's corpus. And the Deputy Chief Minister is compelled to come and say, hold on for major development projects. Now, I think there is a question of priority. Many of these development projects are also basic. They are not luxuries. Madhurao.
Arnab, good evening. I think all that I can say is this: when Modi ji is thinking about a $5 trillion economy, and we are going towards it, here is a government, Tughlaq Sarkar, which is onto freebie culture. And I just want to say one thing. It reminds me of wanton populism. I just want to quote a person what he told. When you cannot afford something you are promising, you're only cheating people.
Abdul Razak's audio.
You are into freebie spree. Without making any financial backup plans, the economy was bound to get doomed. In the name of zero bill, government is coming towards bankruptcy. Not only will this scheme collapse, it will also lead to collapse to the entire economy of the state, but also he warned. You know who told this? It is none other than the Punjab Congress chief, Amrinder Singh Waring Raja told AAP government, we are asking the same thing to the Congress government in Karnataka. What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you doing? Have you seen the finances? And look at the brazenness of this government. They told arrogant to the AAP government in Punjab. We are also telling the same thing to this government. You are arrogant. Why are we saying this? We had a surplus budget of revenue surplus of 402 crores, and you have brought us to a revenue deficit of 16,200 crores.
No,
what is this government doing?
Also, let me give you a sense, Madhurao. I want to give a sense, Madhurao, to the viewers, Tanveer, of the situation in Karnataka. That even 7 crore rupees that were kept for buying shoes and socks, yes, for school-going children, even these budgets are reportedly being cut down. 91,000 crore rupees of energy department is still to be paid back. You are saying I will give free power, but there is no money for electricity meters. Tanveer, it's not a joke anymore. It's not a joke anymore. Someone needs to answer. At one point, you can't say, okay, for 1 year, don't expect development. How can it happen? For 1 year, one of the most significant states of the country will not have development. Tanveer, is this what people have voted for?
No, absolutely no. Absolutely no. Let us really analyze what DK Shivakumar has said. DK Shivakumar, I don't think he really said that there is no budget for development. DK Shivakumar said that there is no budget for surplus things which the honorable MLAs are asking. But if at all you see, you can't really call them as freebies. They are welfare schemes.
What is surplus? Are socks and shoes surplus? Are socks and shoes surplus?
Let me come. Annabhagya is definitely needed. The Stree Shakti definitely needed. Graha Jyoti definitely needed. I mean, these are not freebies. Actually, the gentleman who was sitting out there from BJP, who came and really quoted a lot of people, actually this country
ambulance drivers and nurses are not being paid salaries. Is that surplus?
Arnab, let's differentiate between the welfare scheme and a freebie to win the election. Arnab, I think the viewers must understand.
Tanveer audio and Anil Shetty versus Tanveer. Anil Shetty.
Arnab, I would like to differ on Tarnee's view.
Louder, Anil.
Don't call this. Arnab, I would like to differ on the Tarnee's view on freebie and welfare scheme. These two are two different things. Welfare scheme has a social justice angle to it, and the freebies have only one agenda: to win the election. Congress, which I like to call it as conman government, is not a Congress government; it's a conman government. The Karnataka government is not a Congress government; it's a conman government, and they have committed the fraud on the people of Karnataka.
Arnab, I want to make...
And Dasra,
Arnab,
I mean, didn't you?
Arnab, may I make a point?
No, who determines what is surplus, Tanveer? Who determines who should get benefits? What about state government employees? What about taxpayers?
But right now we need to really determine what was corruption. The 40% commission government has absolutely...
Arnab, I will tell you something about 40%. Arnab, I will tell you something about 40%.
DK Shivakumar said,
This was the very same-
Madhurao,
Answer.
Anil, let Madhurao come in.
Arnab, this was the very same Congress party who told 40% of 3 lakh crore is 1,20,000 crore. We will give you whole lot of amenities in 1,20,000 crore, and they do not have money to give even 100 grams of rice. This is the government we are looking at. They should be ashamed of themselves. And look at this scenario now. They have now borrowed 85,000 crores. 85,000 crores, and they have a revenue deficit of 16,200 crores. Is it not a shameful thing for a person who has been giving budget for 14 times? I mean, quantum of giving number of budgets doesn't determine the quality. For sure, this is what is happening in Karnataka. And I am not telling Arnab, 30 legislators.
Abdul Razak,
are not being fooled.
Abdul Razak.
Karnataka people are not being fooled. Karnataka people are seeing a din. At least the Congress is honest. The Congress is honest. They are not fooling people in the name of a din. Sir, nowhere in the world can you get full stomach meal for 10 rupees. Please come to Karnataka. You can eat for
There is corruption. There was corruption in Annabhagya scheme. Mr. Razak, you do not know. You were supporting some other party at that point of time. You are not
Mr.
with the
Razak,
Congress
louder.
party at that time.
But people of Karnataka are seeing a din. They are traveling for free. You know, children are taking education in far-off places because of free transport. Sir, please come to Karnataka. In days to come, we will provide 50,000
Anil Shetty and Razak. Anil and Razak.
facility. World's largest
You are
manufacturing
saying
facility.
people are happy.
Anil Shetty and
Are you
Razak.
telling me that Karnataka, which is the richest state in the country, one of the richest states in the country,
Anil.
with Arnab, Karnataka's GDP estimated 25 lakh crore, and the per capita income is 3,85,000 crore. Razak is saying that Karnataka people are begging for one meal a day. Are you telling me that people of Karnataka are poor? We are one of the richest states. According to the RITI, 22% of the people of the Karnataka are below the thing. And by the way, what Razak is saying, the students are happy because they are getting a free bus. Let me tell you, they have not increased the bus. The condition, pathetic condition, how they handle the entire free bus yojana. You ask the people, they tell you how difficult it is to get a bus because they have not increased the capacity. They only said whoever is coming, the women who are coming, they'll get free. And it actually costs trouble for the school-going children. And let me tell you, Mr. Razak, that this government, the DK Shivakumar, he explicitly said there is no money for the development. I tell you who is going to suffer. I'm the resident of Bangalore city, which contributes to 60% of the Karnataka GDP. All that Bangalore city needs is a development. If Bangalore city is not able to develop, I tell you, this government is killing the golden goose. And if Bangalore people, Bangalore people, what do we want? We want good infrastructure. We want skilled employees and the people who want to invest in this city, which is the richest city in the country, with a $10,000 per capita income. Are you telling me that the people of Karnataka are so poor that they want this freebie?
You're not talking about people who are living in Belgaum, people who are living the other places who definitely need food. Definitely need food. Karnataka, you are talking about your rich and
only
famous people who are living in Bangalore. What about
one sec? Only 22% of the Karnataka population are below poverty line. I tell you one more thing. 30,000 crore. And when Bommai-led BJP government was in power, we were spending 30,000 crore on welfare schemes. Who are benefiting? 45 lakh farmers and the SCs who are staying in the rural part of Karnataka were benefiting from the 30,000 crore welfare scheme. Now you have added 52,000 crore into a freebie. Total 82,000 crore.
You see, as of now, Karnataka has been a leader in national development indices. Do we want a situation, Professor Gowda, following the remark made by the Deputy Chief Minister, where Karnataka falls back, where the people of Karnataka are told, hold on, We have freebie priorities. We can't focus on important development projects, wait for 1 year or two. Is that not going to be very expensive for the state overall, Professor Gowda? This was not the pre-election promise, certainly.
Are very much part of the development enterprise. I don't see them as outside of development work. Again, to just repeat what DK Shivakumar said, he only said to all these MLAs, hold on to your demands for large-sized projects because our first priority is the promises we have made to do these welfare schemes. And I think the welfare schemes have gone down very well. And like you said, there may be teething problems. It's only 2 months since they've started. If you don't have a proper evaluation of those schemes, whether they've succeeded or failed, we need to wait at least an hour, at least a year with full data about the performance. But as I see it, the previous government, I believe, has run up an expense of 2.5 lakh crores on various projects, excess tenders, etc., which the government is committed to honoring. I don't know the full details, but that's an additional burden, but they're going on. If you look at the budget for the metro train, it's 30,000 crores.
Well, did the Congress not know the economic reality before they made the promises in their manifesto?
Arnab, the rains have come. The rain relief has been distributed already to all the affected districts. I think they're trying. So I'm not defending everything that they're doing, but I'm only saying we should give them a little more time to settle down and see what really is happening with the schemes they're pushing for. Because I think they will actually enhance development in a very important way.
But picture's not rosy, Professor Gowda, right now. Madhu wants to come back. Picture's not rosy. Picture's not as rosy as Congress made it look before the results. Yeah.
Arnab, this is a government. May I come in, please? Arnab, this is a government who told within 24 hours of we coming, we will give you a bounty. They're incapable of giving even 100 grams of rice to the people. And one more thing, let me come to the statistics. GSDP of Karnataka in 2024 was 24 lakh crore, and in 2019 when we came, starting when Congress ended, it is 19 lakh crore. The fiscal GDP ratio is 2.6 versus 2.73 what was there.
Okay, the debate continues, ladies and gentlemen, but I will only say as the debate continues and becomes hotter, it makes me more and more convinced every passing day that nothing, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely nothing is free. And see you tomorrow. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye. The issue in Manipur is very complex. The horror of the video in which the women are paraded naked and the gang rape on these women has shaken the entire nation. I call for unity in our national response. There are 36 terrorist groups in Manipur, all of them fully armed. The same people who are calling for greater army presence and central intervention now are the same people who won the powers of the army always curtailed. And now they say, send in the army. There is a Chinese angle. Hundreds, thousands of Chinese arms are entering Manipur. The Congress, which ensured decades of endless bloodshed in the northeast, has no right to lecture us today. If the opposition had been in power in Manipur, if Manipur would have been an opposition ruled state, the centre would have probably thought of imposing 365 by now. The centre and the state government have made a series of mistakes. They need to stop now. The situation in Manipur is complex. It is far from normal. There is a parallel insurgency problem. New videos appear daily that display the barbarity that is underway. The chief minister has failed. And I also said the only thing that can solve the present situation is an expression of unity externally and internally.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
हमने एंड में ये बोला था कि इस समय ऑनरेबल कोर्ट को कमीशन जारी करना चाहिए और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के ऑर्डर में कोई इन्फॉर्मिटी नहीं, कोई गलती नहीं है। माननीय न्यायालय ने आज दोनों पक्षों को सुनने के बाद इस मामले में अपना फैसला सुरक्षित रखा है और फैसला 3 अगस्त को सुनाया जाएगा।